All right, let me try this again.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
We can. We're good to go.
Okay.
All right, welcome everybody. This is the final session of the Masters Worlds Championships here in South Africa. The 120s and 120 pluses. We have about 7 lifters, and we're starting off with Joseph Ranke from the United States of America with 225 kilos.
From USA.
Yes. Nice. An opener just shy of 500 pounds for the kilo impaired out there, which is probably 98% of the Americans watching, just saying. I think the Canadians have gotten much better. The Canadians understand kilos now, don't they?
We're getting the hang of it now
Yeah,
with
no,
some
yeah.
practice, right?
Yeah. And,
all right.
And the Brits, too, they've moved to kilos and meters and centimeters, so it's just the United States that's backwards.
On the board. So first squat basically sets the tempo of the meet, trying to get on the board, to get one in, to stay in the fight, stay in the competition.
Oh, nice squat. He looked good, looked under control.
With Worlds, you're going to have a medal for squats, a medal for bench press, a medal for deadlift, and then if you get one of each attempt in, you're going to have an overall total.
Yeah.
So it's only at Worlds and Commonwealths that you're going to have the individual medals as well. So they're all kind of playing here to medal and to also then go for the overall.
Well, I think it depends how old you are. Those of us who started lifting in World Championships before they gave the individual medals, although I was one of the supporters that they switched to that system, because we always had people at Worlds who were outstanding in one lift, didn't get an overall, and it didn't feel right that they out deadlifted or out benched or out squatted everyone and got nothing for that, because it's quite an accomplishment at a World Championship. So I'm a big supporter of the individual medals. And here comes James Chandler, another American.
Big squat. Looking good. 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Take that any day.
I think Johnny Graham's going to have a little chat with him. And he is having a little chat with him. Johnny Graham is considered one of the best 2 or 3 coaches in the world, if you haven't heard me say this before the last couple of days, both by referees and by other coaches. Yeah, if he sees even a minor error, he will let you know about it, because he wants all his lifters lifting perfectly so they can have their best meet possible.
Next up is Sune Bach from the country of Denmark, opening up with 320 kilos, which is 705 pounds.
Denmark's had a great showing here so far.
Yes, it's nice to see.
Taking his time, nice, strong, steady setup. Looks like a good opener there on the board. Ben, what do you think?
Hard to say. We're a little below. We're a little below the platform here, so
angle changes a little bit for sure.
Unless they really crush it, yeah. It's always, let's wait and see. But yeah, this has been. I've enjoyed the World Championship, because some countries that have not been around for a while have been lifting and lifting well, or not been powers for a while. It's nice to see someone from India win a medal. Back in the 80s and 90s, the Indians were a major powerlifting, as were the Danes and the Finns and the Germans. So it's nice to see them back and lifting really well.
320 on the bar here for Jan for his opening attempt. Beautiful squat. See that bar kind of oscillating a little bit there.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, well, he made it up,
Good
and
job.
he stopped. So
That's 2-1. Blue card for not standing fully erect.
so we hope. Yeah.
Next up is Baron Henderson from Team USA. Ben, I'm sure you guys can, and Alex, and speaking, you guys got a big team here this year. How many guys do you have from
41.
Team USA? 41 people?
41 men and women. Yeah.
Wow, man. I gotta give a shout out to the American team. They did a great job lifting, great job coaching, the teamwork of everything. It's just absolutely incredible, top notch. USA is always doing an amazing job.
Thank you, Jesus!
Big man coming up here now. 335 on the bar.
Let's go, Baron!
Strong walkout, looking good. Whoa, boy.
Yeah, he's
Sits
a
into
very
the suit,
powerful
bounces out the
squatter.
bottom.
Very powerful squatter.
Move weight that fast, that much weight, that's pretty incredible right there.
And we have 2 more lifters this flight, and we'll be finishing up the first round of squats. Again, it's a full flight today, so only 7 lifters this session.
It's gonna be moving fast.
Actually, I like 7 or 8 lifters when I'm lifting. That's a nice number.
So the Romanian coming up next, they've had a busy week as well. They've had a good representation, a good showing. These guys have been here all week coaching and lifting. It's pretty hard at the end of the week to get up there and get on that platform, but these guys they've been pushing hard. If you can hear the coach on the side there, basically probably saying in his language, down, 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 and then giving them the up call.
Not far enough.
And that situation there basically called them up a little bit too early and getting 3 reds across the board.
Well, yeah, there are 2 issues. One is I can honestly say that I've never been at a world championship, and I've been coming since the 80s, where so many lifters had down calls. I think it's because if you look at their bios, we have a very high percentage of lifters who are at their first international competition and or don't have a lot of a lot of experience. And the other is a lot of these coaches are not experienced the way you are or Johnny Graham. When they give a down call, they know exactly when to tell the lifter.
Yeah, it's a fine line for sure.
You don't want to anticipate them keep moving and don't go the extra half inch or so.
So
The
then
third,
they get the red card.
we got a big lift coming up here now. Heaviest open, 380 kilos on the bar. You're
That's
starting to see
above
that?
his nominated
This is
personal
Seeing
best.
that bar bend here now.
This is our first more than 800 squat.
I was just going to say, what's the conversion on that? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, well,
What, 870?
760, about 835 pounds.
833.
So
That's a lot of weight to have on your back and walk
this
out
is
like
a
that.
healthy young man, yes.
Looking strong.
Yeah, I mean, that's a solid walkout.
Yeah, 837.
Oh, okay, I was close.
Whoa.
2 pounds off.
Wow, that looked good from here. We'll see what the
Yeah.
judges have to say. Ooh.
Whoa.
Like I said, it's our view is a little different.
It wasn't
See if
a-
they'll go
yeah,
appeal that or not.
It wasn't a strength issue. That's
No,
for
it
sure.
looked good. And here we go.
Here he comes.
So what's happening now, I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this know what's going on, but basically the coach has the right to appeal. If there's one white, the coach can go up and have a chat with the jury and see what they think, because the jury then can make it a change. They can overrule a lift, or they can say the lift is good, depending on what they see. So the coach always has that option to go up and do that.
Well, when it's that fast, you know what they said. They said, don't
Man.
bother. See you, bye.
Crazy. Yeah, when they don't even really look at you, make eye contact, or even sit back, they just kind of...
Yeah.
All right.
You can kind of sometimes get a feel for it. Starting off the second attempts, we have Joseph Renke of the USA. 240 kilos.
These big boys are probably going to see a few reds on the board. They're going to be moving fast. They're not going to get as much time as they would usually get. But then also with equipped, you're going to sometimes see people miss, and sometimes they go up and then they lift better. It's an incredible thing to see. All right, Ben, what do you think? That's a beautiful lift.
Yeah.
He's 2 for 2. Perfect so far.
Well, look.
Next up, James Chandler from the state of North Carolina, USA. I've known this guy a couple times. When I was actually living in North Carolina, he'd help out at some of the local meets. And he qualified for our USA Open Nationals was this year in May in Chicago. He was able to qualify for the world team, so he was it for the second year in a row.
That's awesome. You can see he's going what's called racks in, so they've got the racks pointed in so he can get his hands right out to the edge of the bar. These big men need the room, so he's got collar to collar here on his grip.
Yeah, the big guys are the people with really bad shoulder mobility.
Oh, no. That's why you see a lot of them going high bar. They just can't get that bar there anymore. Those racks only go in and out so far. A strong squat there. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Borderline, I guess, 2 to 1 no lift for depth again.
Let's see if Johnny's going to go up.
I don't think so.
No, you're going to bother? No.
I tell you.
Sometimes I think when you're coaching, you only got so many times you're going to be able to play those cards with the jury before they're going to.
Well, I've known Johnny more than 20 years. He's not going up unless he thinks
right. That's right. That's a good call, actually.
So, if he thinks they missed it, he'll go up there. If he thinks it was right, he'll just tell his lifter, hey, fix it. And he'll explain to them how to fix it.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah, Johnny's not wasting, he's not wasting time with just for a hope and a prayer.
Suni Bak moving up 10 kilos from his opener.
Team Denmark with some great lifting this week, some great coaching, a very experienced team. They're looking pretty strong. Let's see now what he does on this one here. A little shaky on the walkout, but half the battle with equipped is that walkout and that stand-up.
And just fighting the suit to get your sweet spot.
Okay, that looked very nice.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's a nice lift.
3 white lights, okay.
I think it's going according to plan for Denmark, 2 to 2.
I think the side referees have already established that if you're just close, you're probably not going to get a white light.
Yeah, there's not very many, shall we say, gimmies here at this level.
No,
you know, if your lift is in, your lift is in.
Yeah.
There's not.
And it should be that way.
Without a doubt,
Yes.
you know.
So.
These, Alex, you probably know. I mean, to get to the level of a referee at this level, to be in that chair, I mean, you've got to spend an awful lot of time, and you've got to have an awful lot of experience.
Yeah, it's yeah. And Jan, where are you?
30 seconds ago for Chechen.
He's going to have to hurry up and run here for a big guy, and if you can't see, there's a nice little ramp on that side that you got to come up, and you're in.
I don't think this is happening.
Maybe he's not taking it. Maybe he's just letting a timeout. We can't really see from here, but it's not looking good.
Maybe that's a game plan since.
Let's get on the board and.
Boy, I hope not, because that may be a good game plan at a local meet. At a world championship, strange things can happen. At a world championship, strange things can happen. You don't want to pass lifts.
Well, I figured
maybe.
He'll go for,
save a little bit.
Give him more time to take a second.
Save a little bit of energy because they're not used to pushing this pace. You know what I mean? They only know they probably got so many shots. So we'll see. Romania coming up now. He needs to get on the board here. Last one was just a little high.
Maybe a little bit extra weight will help push him into that suit and get him into the proper position.
I think he's going beltless there if I look and see correctly.
Yes.
Now, we'll see if he jumped that one again or if he's going to be in. That's what the referees have to say. Oh.
Yeah, it didn't look good from where I was. Yeah, okay. So,
these big boys, especially the Romanians, they're riding that wave really high. They're pushing the limits. Sometimes they bomb out, going big. You know, it's kind of not a great strategy. What do you guys think when you miss so many attempts, and the big boys seem to take those shots a lot more, and they'll miss, and then third they'll get it. But it's a strange strategy to take.
Well, he's got to get a coach who knows where down is.
Yep.
Because that's not working.
If you notice, with Baron coming up here, the American team, they make attempts, they build their lifts, they build their total.
Well, it's a lot of it's a cultural thing, because there's Baron.
Nice little dip at the bottom there. What do you guys think?
Well, yeah, it looked good.
Yeah.
But for decades, the Scandinavian teams have always opened much closer. They'll usually open between 90 and 95, whereas Americans will open between 88 and 90.
Whoa.
So
they spotters and loaders almost got killed then. So the little mishap there, I almost lost it, but you got to give these guys a shout out for the incredible job that they've done spotting and loading.
Yeah, they've been great.
They've been hustling all week. When I was here in 2014 for Classic Worlds, I was like, I think those are the same guys, and in actuality, they are. These guys have been here, and this is what they do.
Wow, you mean they have not let them out of this venue?
They've been staying here, and just kind of this is what they do. But
that's cruel.
What an amazing job they are doing. They've done an incredible job of spotting, loading, changing fast. They've been
no misloads.
Yeah, it's been incredible, man.
Haven't heard any of that either.
This guy is.
All right, this is Mathis Earps from South Africa. He missed his opener, so he's retaking it. Correctly. Well, it was not his strength issue.
No, not even close to being a strength issue.
The hip creases below the knees.
And you see a lot of times with these big men too, it's kind of like it's such a fine line. When you get into the bigger weights, the heavier body weights, the fine line of depth is such a small area. Woo, boy. Wow. On the board, making it look easy.
Yeah.
Incredible squat.
And just on that, he catapults himself well above for... He'll win the gold in the supers with that squat.
Trying to see the scoreboard here, Ben. My eyes are not very good, and this is the little screen we're looking at, so you're doing a great job of keeping us informed on the numbers here. Next up, James Chandler from USA coming up.
So retaking his second. Looks like maybe he should just speed up the descent a little bit. Looks like he tries to do a little bit too much of a pause squat at the end. Just try to get that notch, the depth. Just a little bit of speed can really just help fight that neural fight or flight response and get you in deep enough to make that squat.
Strong walkout, looking good. So get tight and a little bit of speed here. Get what he needs. Let's see what the judges have to say. Look good from here, but we're at a different angle. Johnny seems confident. Yep, it's a good one.
Alright, that temporarily puts him in silver.
Okay.
It's silver for the squat in the supers, but of course we still have all third attempts from rest.
More guys,
Joe Ranke of the USA is up next, going for his nominated PB of 255 kilos.
Yeah, I've never been. I've never been a go slow and dip. I'm like go fast all the way and come up fast.
Yeah, speed you see often works very well.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I could never do that slow and dip. I tried it. It didn't.
Because then
work
you
for
just
me.
feel the pressure of the suit and everything else just build up. You want to
No,
sometimes cut it a little too high.
I just go down fast. I come up fast and say, please let it be good.
Yeah, I think we all pray to the powerlifting
That's
gods
it.
at certain
That's
points,
it.
without a
That's
doubt.
just, you know.
All right, next up, Joseph Renke. I think that's how you say it. Looking pretty strong here. Gonna push through. Patience at the lockout, looking good. Let's see what the referees have to say on that one. 2-1.
All right, 2-1, perfect.
Be
in
happy
the
with that.
squats.
All right, so this is what we were just talking about a few minutes ago, deciding whether he was passing and taking some rest, like Ben said, or if he just kind of missed it. You know, what Alex said is probably a strategic call to take a little break on that second one, save a bit of energy.
Not a call as a lifter or as a former U.S. team coach I would make.
Or it might have just been something like you were trying to time wrapping the
Yeah,
knees,
things can happen,
Yes,
and, you know.
Rapper
Now-
lost grip and
Now
had
I've
to
seen
start all
that
over.
happen more often than so. I mean, we had a guy
We'll see if he's coming out. We're still not seeing much here.
We had a guy in Australia in, I don't remember now, 92 or something, and he refused to come out for his second deadlift. He wanted to rest for a big third. And I told him, I said, what are you doing?
Well, we're not seeing him here now.
I said, the guy from the Netherlands is a huge deadlifter. He said, well, once I get the rest, I can outlift him. And I'm like, oh.
Well, a lot of these big guys, you know, you're probably never in training, ever training to take
And
2 to 3 heavy attempts within a 7-minute
No,
kind
and
of.
then-
Also,
and
higher
then-
risk of injury when you do that. These guys are probably going to be smart.
And then he came out for his third.
And it looked like
Didn't
it was
break
just
the
glued
floor.
on the floor.
Like left it on the floor. The guy from the Netherlands came out and his lead deadlift flew, except he pulled his hamstring right at the top. And that's the only reason this guy did not lose the gold medal, because his resting strategy didn't work at all.
One thing too is, you know, competing here in South Africa is it's very warm in here. It's a warm venue. It's hot. I mean, the warm-up area is hot. I mean, you've got these
And
big.
cramped.
Yeah, you know, these big
Even
guys
with
are
the, even
going.
with the lighter weight class.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because John and I were talking about it the first day when I was lifting. It was hot. I said, Johnny, it's not hotter than it was in Argentina. He said, oh, no, you're right. He said, that was hot. Because it was their summer in Argentina. And it was hot. And we were in a place with there wasn't a single air conditioning here. in the whole
See the Denmark now going for this one.
Back, 10 kilos from the second.
Oh, looking good, pushing
Like he went
through.
deeper this time.
Right.
Great lifting. Let's see what. Yeah, great lifting. 2-1.
Very nice.
2-1 good lift. Perfect on his squats.
Yes.
Ben, what have we got left? 2 or 3 more squats coming up. So
3 more.
Three
This
more.
next first, Soren Kazachku of Romania. He needs this to stay in the meet.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd be paying Johnny to give me my down call.
Yeah, it helps to hear that.
Maybe he should just give himself another 1 count after he.
No, I'm sorry. His coach twice told him to come up when he was high.
Yeah, so it's a hard call.
That's
Yep.
all on the coach. Because he's strong enough.
So let's see now if he can get this one on the board. Kind of needs this to stay in the meet. Walking out with 345 kilos beltless. We'll see if he jumped that one again. We didn't hear like the up call from the coach. Might have been a little early, guys. What do you think?
I think it's.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe his knees weren't too strong.
Yeah, I don't even know. You won't even see the coach really go up because I don't think the jury's probably going to even. He'll go up and have a chat. We'll see what the jury says. They're probably not even going to.
I don't think this is happening.
With one white light, you can appeal, but if there was.
Nah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
No, he's done.
As soon as they basically look at you and say sorry, and you kind of know that's not going to happen.
He barely started talking, and they started shaking their heads.
Yeah.
You can tell from all the hand signals and everything. It's not going to go well.
No.
So basically, that's going to take him out of the overall competition now. He's not going to be able to get a total. He still has an opportunity to medal in deadlifts and in bench, but he's out of the competition now.
The other issue is, for better or for worse, if you crush your first 2 squats, get 6 white lights, and then you just get, then on a really close call,
they're not looking. Yeah.
You've got a better chance on the appeal because you looked like a squatter.
Otherwise, they're looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, big squat here from Barron. 72.5 kilos. That's a nice up call there. Whoa, boy.
Nice struggle.
Wow. All of them walking him in. Looking good.
And
Yep.
2 to 1 good.
That's a good lift. And good coaching again from the USA. Knowing when to get the calls. Making the right attempts.
All right. And our final squat of this session is
He's got to bring them a phone.
Matthew Herbst,
No, they
South
won't even
Africa.
No one cares what's
Yeah.
on the phone.
So we've got basically coming up now is, I guess I can try to say this. What do you think, Ben? Mathis Herbst from South Africa. He's 44 years old, 4 years competing, and he's got 400 kilos on the bar.
That's 881 pounds. His second attempt, his first 2 attempts were not hard at all. First one he missed because of more of a technical issue. He just sinks it deep enough. This should not be any. I don't think it'll be any slower than his.
No,
first.
I don't think so either. Unless he gets out of position, because those first 2, they look like warm-ups in the back room.
It's crazy. That
forget
bar,
about an opener on the platform.
That bar is bending 400 kilos. Taking his time setting up here, getting that bar where it needs to be. Set up and walk out here is half the battle for equipped. Spotters are there. Let's see what he's got. Wow. All right, guys, what do you think?
I think that was a good call for the weight.
Wow.
A little movement side to side, but it still kept going up. So there's
It's an incredible squat.
I thought the depth was going to be close because he was right there. Well, from where we are,
Yep.
he was right there. So.
These guys know what they're doing. They're very experienced lifters, very experienced coaches. You might see on one side, one hip might be a little higher, a little lower. But come the end, you get 2 to 1. You'll take that any day. All right, we're going to have a break now, I think 20 minutes, and then we're going to get to the benches. It's going to be a really fast turnaround for these guys. It's going to be fast.
Just looking ahead to the benches, it looks and projections. It looks like there's a good battle in the 120s between Barron and USA and Denver. He looks like he'll be taking it away, but there might be a little bit of a battle for the bronze position.
Why play true?
So stay tuned and we'll bench press next.
Play true for joy. Play true for respect. Play true for fairness. for inclusion, with pride, with courage, for sport, for equity, for community. Play true for life. So many reasons to play true. What's yours? Why play true? Play true for joy. Play true for respect. Play true for fairness, for inclusion, with pride, with courage, for sport, for equity, for community. Play true for life. So many reasons to play true. What's yours?